Hey guys, Robbie here at RV Sales Oregon. Today I get to show you this cool little A-frame trailer. These are my favorites in the pop-up game. I always kind of had a special place in my heart for pop-ups, like the canvas style pop-ups. It was the first one my family ever had when I was growing up. But my downside with those is longevity on those things never really quite lasts, because that canvas only has so much time that it's going to hold up for realistically. And then I started seeing these A-frames get more and more popular, and they are awesome because it's all hardwall. Really way easier to set up than the pop-up campers, and then more insulated, more quiet in there, more sturdy. But then going down the road, you're the same form factor as the pop-up campers, which is nice. You see right over the back through your rear view mirror. You don't get quite as much sway because you don't have so much weight up high. You're super duper lightweight. I think this thing comes in at about 2,200 pounds dry. So I mean, you can pull it with just about anything that has a tow hitch on it. Keep in mind, you know, if your Mini Cooper has a tow hitch, you should probably not, but you know, Honda CR-Vs, RAV4s, all those smaller cars, the Subaru could pull this thing, most Subarus, I should say. But super cool setup, and not lacking on features either. So this little, I'll just go with some of the stickers here. This little guy's a Wi-Fi booster, so say you're in a park that has Wi-Fi, you're kind of in the corner, and it's not quite working, you're going to have to use cellular data. You can turn on your Wi-Fi booster. That will grab the signal that is in the park or wherever you're getting Wi-Fi from, and then boost it with this being like its main node, and then your Wi-Fi is going to be right here in your home for you. Two 5-gallon propane tanks here. Keep your furnace going, keep your stove going, keep your fridge cold, all that good stuff. Single battery with room for two if you wanted to add one to it. We got a power jack here, so you got the light, and then that, no cranking, anything like that, just touch and go. Nice thing about this particular model, which is, let me tell you the model, it is the, so I didn't try and memorize it, it is the A122SESP. Again, that's A122SESP. How could I not remember that? But you get a lot of good storage down below in here. This does have, that receiver there is for a stabilizer setup, anti-sway kind of stabilizer setup, weight distribution, which is already on this. And normally I would say, okay, all you have to do to have it on your car is buy the receiver, but this one's going to come with that receiver. So if you want the anti-sway, you're set to go. You just we'll put it on there for you, and it makes a world of difference, especially if you're towing with a smaller tow vehicle. And even if you're towing with something big, it really just, comfort of tow is hard to beat when you have that. You do have access to that little spot there from either side here. Moving on back, and it gets locked. I believe that's just our, you know, I'm not even sure what that is. That's a surprise. Ask me when you come in to see it. A couple of speakers outside, or pardon me, just the one speaker outside with hookups for, there's spots for a television if you want to put it in there. We do have a table that goes right here, so I see a lot of people that are using these, kind of use this as either outside kitchen, or you can use the outside entertainment area since you have power hookups. Kind of a cool feature. There's just your shore power right in, oh, pardon me, excuse me, propane hookups, even better. Even better, that's cool. Coming right out where your table is. I should have known that. How embarrassing for me. I should have come out with the keys. Anyway, moving on back, here's that Wi-Fi Ranger that I had told you about up front. So that's the guy that'll boost it for you. You do have a full spare on here. Tires are fairly new on this thing. Again, it's a 2019, so everything's pretty new on it. Another side of storage here. This is just going to be ventilation, and then refrigerator ventilation. You have your outdoor shower here. I see a lot of people building little platforms to shower on, and these things outside. And in my opinion, that's the way to do it. I mean, why shower inside? You have to deal with gray water tanks. You have to be in a small space when you could just be out here and hose down. Even if you're at a park, wear board shorts or a bathing suit if you're not a board short person. But here we have the hookup for, or not the hookup, pardon me, the fill for the freshwater tank. Little TV hookups there in case you want to put a TV on this side. And then fresh or city water there, and your drains. Just nice, easy access. That's why I pointed out. You even have nitrogen-filled tires, so you know that they were taking good care of it. The furnace outlet there, and then just a little spot for holding your hoses and flushing your tanks and stuff like that. Another power hookup there, kind of neat. Oh no, pardon me. It was a propane hookup there. There's your power hookup here, and then just your water heater. there. But let's go take a look at the inside on this thing, because what I really like about them is once they're up, how tall these things are. I'm not a huge guy, I'm about 6'2", but in my boots I'm about 6'3.5" or so. But I fit in this thing, and it's something I really like. I can't get comfortable in something that I can't stand up in, but that's just me. But it makes me appreciate it. But even the door, I like the way it folds down. I'll tell you what, if you want to see a video of this thing folded down and getting folded up, just request it. Send it to me. My email will be at the end of the page, or my phone number will be on here. Call me and I'll have one made and I'll send it to you, because it's a real easy setup. I mean, where a pop-up camper might take 10 minutes once you're pretty good at it, these things can take a minute or less if you're really good. If you have 2 people, I mean less than a minute. It's 3 moving parts more or less, so it's just boop boop bop and you're done. But anyway, let's walk inside and take a look. Again, this is what I mean. I mean, at the crest of it, it's an 8-foot tall ceiling at least. Here we have what is your dinette. Also makes into a second bed, so let me just show you so you don't think I'm making stuff up. But there's your dinette table. Makes for a nice little seating area for breakfast, for lunch, whatever you're doing. If you're using it like me, you're probably just eating breakfast in here, doing everything else outside, but everybody does it a little different. 3-way fridge here, so that's gas, electric. When I say electric, it's 110 and 12 volts, so you don't need to be hooked up to shore power. You can run it off battery power. If you're going to do that, you might want to add that second battery that I mentioned to you. Suburban 3-burner stove. Your nice little glass splash guard there. Oh, let me show you, because this is nice, having the big tall windows in here. It really, again, like it's my favorite kind of thing, just because you can have everything opened up and you're not in such a big, you know, extravagant motorhome that you forget that you're camping. And that's something that's really important to me, is, you know, we go outside to camp and stuff like that, to be outside and camp, and you can still get that feeling in here while still being comfortable as you are in one of the big motorhomes. Full-size bed here. It is the full-length full-size bed, so it's not a shorty one that people have come used to seeing. You have a little tinted skylight there. Again, more windows on that side. Good storage down below here. A little bit minimized, because you have your water filters, you know, water pumps, and just kind of some plumbing, things like that. Nice little single den sink there, plenty big for its size. And then we have the microwave down here. But again, it's a really nice form factor, where, I mean, when you're in here and you haven't seen it folded, I mean, if you don't know what to look for, obviously there's hinges that tell you it folds, but it feels so sturdy, and it doesn't, you know, kind of resonate in your voice. It doesn't sound like it's something that's made cheaply or made hollow, and it's just secure. I mean, I know I'd rather, if there's a family of bears coming into my campsite, I'd much rather be in this one than a canvas pop-up tent. At least this way I know I got a chance. So something I always think about when I'm out, really out there. So here we have a travel loo, never used. That's just a little portable toilet. And then you can see kind of the storage that I couldn't get into from the outside, but that door's right over there. What is it that we have here? Comes with a barbecue, very cool. And we have speakers down below here. Hookups for television down below. This unit does have an air conditioner on it, which is something you don't normally see in pop-up campers, or just really things under 20 feet. A lot of times don't have AC units, especially if they're not a true tall travel trailer. So nice that it has the AC unit there. During these summer months, we just got over like 110-degree heat streak, so definitely would have been a must if you were going to be out last weekend. But it just depends how you're using it. Heck, you might never use it, but I'd rather have AC and not use it than not have AC and need it. Behind you there, if you can get a quick angle, you have the fantastic fan. I point these out to those that maybe haven't used RVs or haven't had one of these. They're really important to have. They're not a huge item, you know, you can add them to most things, but they're very important to have. They'll push the air out, especially in a smaller space like this. If you had, I mean, shoot, you could sleep, you know, 4 people in here pretty easily, I'd imagine. It's pretty comfortable. It's a full-size bed as well. It's going to get stuffy. It's not a lot of space in here for breathing. So having that fan push the old air out, let some new air come in, is huge. Also, just being able to cool this place down. Say you left it popped up on a 95-degree day and it's in the sun, you went out for a hike or to the river or something, you came back, it's going to be 110 in here. And yes, you have an air conditioning unit, but then you got to cool down all the air that's 110 degrees in here. Whereas if you have the fan, you can blow all that out, get it temperature it is outside really quickly, and then turn on your AC unit and save about 30 minutes trying to get to a livable temperature. And then just more lighting coming in, which I think is huge, because when you're using a rig like this, a lot of time you're not always going to be hooked up to power, so you don't want to waste, you know, inside lights during the middle of the day. With all the windows that it has from here, there, skylight here, you don't need to turn on lights. I mean, even on a kind of cloudy day like it is today, I got plenty of light in here. So I'm sure I'm missing some stuff, guys. There's a lot more features than one might think on this little guy, but that's the gist of it, so I'll leave it at that. Again, it's a 2019 Rockwood. Let me see if I can remember the model number 122SESP. Oh no, it's A122SESP. That's it. Again, 2019. This thing comes in about 2,200 pounds dry. So tow it with anything, and then be secure when you get there, which is nice. You're not really kind of giving anything up by losing some weight on it. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon. Thank you for letting me show you this beautiful Rockwood. And if you have any questions, reach out to me or one of my coworkers, and we're happy to help you out and get you on the road, and a really cool little trailer that you can go just about anywhere with, whether you're going cross country or an hour away to the coast or something like that. It's a perfect little rig. All right, thanks guys, have a good day.